everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am 39 weeks pregnant and I'm coming at you with another pregnancy update. So again, using my same questions as before. If you haven't watched the other videos, go back and watch them. I will link them down below in the description box. I have also added a couple other bonus questions that someone asked me in the comment section of that last 37-week video. So these ones I just thought were interesting to add a little bit more information for you. Now, I was gonna film this video from the baby's room because we have a couple things set up, but I got a bunch of deliveries yesterday, so the room is a mess right now. You'll just have to wait until we're finished setting up the nursery. I do plan on posting a video of us setting up everything in the nursery and doing a little nursery reveal for you, so stay tuned for that video. It will come out a little bit later. So we'll get to the questions. So how far along are you? I am 39 weeks, 9 months pregnant, full term, and can't wait to not be pregnant again. Total weight gain. When I weighed myself earlier this week, I had gained about 22 pounds. Stretch marks. I haven't noticed any yet, but you know, sometimes you don't notice them until they're there a little bit later on. I have been using my Palmer's cocoa butter cream. I really like it actually. It's nice and moisturizing, and I find that my skin has gotten a little bit drier since the move. I think it's just the kind of water we have in the building. How are you sleeping? Well, we've moved now. We're back in our own bed. I am sleeping so much better. I still wake up during the night to use the washroom, but our mattress and bed are so comfortable. We were so happy to have our own bed back. Best moment this week. This week has actually been really good, and I feel like there's been a lot of best moments, but yesterday my mom and mother-in-law surprised us with doing a virtual baby shower on the weekend. So this weekend we're having a little virtual baby shower. So it was a nice surprise. They brought all the gifts and some snacks and food over for us. So it was a nice surprise to have them come over and have lunch, and looking forward to the weekend. Am I missing anything? Being able to breathe still. As you can tell, I'm still out of breath. Baby is still sitting pretty high in my ribs. So no relief yet. Food cravings. I actually haven't really been craving anything this week. We haven't really been eating well this week either. We think we've had pizza every single day. So any cravings that I have had, I've kind of just eaten food that would have been related to that craving. We also had cupcakes and chocolate and all that sort of stuff, so I haven't really been missing out on any of what I've craved throughout my pregnancy. Is anything making me queasy or sick? No, I have been avoiding raw onions, so I haven't felt queasy or sick, but it's just because I've been avoiding it. Any labor signs? At this point, no, there hasn't been any signs of labor. The only thing I would say that I've noticed that's changed is when I stand up, I do always feel like I need to pee, so it's almost like the baby's pushing on my bladder a little bit more. So it may mean that they're starting to get lower in my pelvis, which happens when you go into labor. So do I have any symptoms, and are there any especially embarrassing ones? My worst symptom right now is probably I've been so congested. My nose, or not really my nose, but my sinuses. I can't breathe through my sinuses sometimes, and it just doesn't go away. In terms of embarrassing ones, I haven't really had any bad gas or anything like that, but I have been hiccuping a lot. I don't know if it's really a symptom of pregnancy. I used to hiccup a lot when I was younger, but it stopped for a while. But it will just be like once or twice a day that I get the hiccups. Belly button in or out? I still have most of an innie belly button. It's starting to pop out at the top, but I don't know if it will actually pop out. I'm skeptical at this point. I don't think it will. Rings on or off? I'm still able to wear my rings, but if I'm doing a lot of walking or moving around, my hands do swell. So when we were moving, my hands and feet were definitely swollen because I was on my feet a lot. So it just depends on what kind of day I'm having. If I'm just relaxing at home, working, then no swelling and my rings will fit on no problem. But if we've been moving, my hands get very swollen. Happy or moody most of the time? This week, I think I've been quite happy, not really moody. We have a lot to look forward to this week. We managed to hang up all our pictures and paintings in the condo. Everything is kind of cleaned and sorted out for the most part. We bought a few new things for the condo, so we're excited to get those. It's been good. What are you looking forward to? Well, tonight we're picking up our new car, so I'm really looking forward to that. It will be exciting to have a new car. Our car was a 2008 before, so it didn't have all the special features, and the new car that we're getting is quite nice. It's a 2021 model, so it'll have all the bells and whistles that we didn't have before, and I'm looking forward to driving it. Yeah, so that is kind of it for the standard questions. So now some of the other questions that were asked in the comment section. So did we do a maternity shoot or a belly cast? No, I didn't do a belly cast, and I wasn't planning on doing a maternity shoot. Photographers are expensive. They do great work, but it's just not something that we really wanted to spend our money on. But one of my friends actually loves to take pictures. She has a nice camera, so she's actually coming over to take some pictures for us this weekend. So I will do a little mini maternity shoot, just for fun, just to, document everything and have some nice pictures. This one kind of made me laugh because I complain about it all the time, but it was, do you have trouble bending over? And the answer is yes, of course. I've got this big belly in front of me, but putting on my shoes and boots is probably the hardest. I struggle with that daily. Not so much with shaving my legs or anything like that, but definitely putting on the shoes. It's not easy, especially when you have to wear big winter boots and you have to tie them up. So the next question was if I've gotten any comments on my bump size. I would say yes. My bump has been fairly small throughout pregnancy, and everyone always says that. But it is my first baby. Sometimes you carry a little bit tighter. I'm not taking it to heart. I go to all my midwives appointments and the heart rate is always good and everything is looking good. So I'm not too concerned. Everyone is different. Every body is different. And the last question is, do you have the pregnancy waddle? Sometimes I feel like I have a little bit of a waddle going on, but no one's ever really told me that I do. But I don't really see a lot of people. We're still kind of in a lockdown kind of situation here. We're trying to stay home and away from other people as much as we can, just so that we're safe from the hospital. So we haven't really seen anyone for them to say like, oh, look at you waddling around. But I do feel like I have a little bit of a waddle sometimes. So that's just my opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and close out the video here. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.